Hello and good evening. Today it is Thursday, October 8th, 2020. And for this video today, I will be sharing my thoughts on Hockey Canada's brand spanking new heritage uniform that they basically did a surprise unveiling of today. It's a very simple uniform. It looks, according to what I saw in the unveiling video that they posted today, I believe, they showed a person putting it on with black gloves, so I assume that this uniform will be paired with their regular black gloves, pants, and helmet, and we'll have red socks with a simple single white stripe to match the waist stripe on this heritage jersey. So Hockey Canada is branding this as a heritage uniform that will be worn for games in, I believe, the upcoming 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship, which is supposed to start on Boxing Day in a couple of months from now. However, due to the ongoing pandemic, I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. If it does, that would be awesome, but if it doesn't, I can appreciate and totally understand why. Now, as for the Spengler Cup, which is also another major Christmas time or Boxing Day through New Year's type of, or that time period of December, the post-Christmas hockey involving Hockey Canada, but with the Spengler Cup, so far we haven't heard, or at least I haven't heard, if it's been canceled or not. I hope it does go on without fans, but if it doesn't, once again, I can understand why they would decide that, hey, let's cancel the Spengler Cup this year and be safe. And if they do that, I don't blame them. I'll just say that. So this is a faux back design. It's based off of past designs with a bit of a modern twist. It's a faux back, so it's not a true throwback. It's throwback inspired. So notice it has a Canada word mark and a very simple white maple leaf on the front. It has a little thin gold outline around the maple leaf, which I think is a nice little subtle touch. And on the sleeves, you have maple leaves clearly inspired by the 1972 Summit Series uniforms, which are very iconic in Canadian hockey history because Canada defeated the Soviet Union in the Summit Series back in 1972. So you've got the maple leaves on the sleeves, you've got the single little simple white waist stripe, which is an element basically from their current uniforms a little bit, and you've got the maple leaf on the front. It's got the same style shape as the 2010 logo, actually, and on top of that, you've got the Canada word mark above it. So basically, with the Canada word mark, usually I'm not a fan of word marks on jerseys like this, but in this case, I know that Canada has had past jerseys with a Canada word mark on them, so I'm a little bit more impartial to it in this case here. And you can also notice there faintly that there is the Hockey Canada logo on the shoulders. So in my opinion, this jersey is a little bit on the plain side, but I think that when it's paired with the regular black helmet, pants, and gloves that Canada uses with their 3 uniforms they're wearing now, I think for a heritage uniform that's throwback inspired, I think this is actually going to be a half-decent uniform. And I find with Nike, they really do go quite crazy with hockey uniforms, and I've noticed that the IIHF sanctioned events with their uniforms have been a lot more, shall I say, forward thinking for the most part than what we see with the NHL and their uniforms. So to see something a little more traditional and a little more tame in terms of the design, I think, and a little more conservative, I think it's actually a nice change. And for a heritage uniform to be worn for a game or two during the upcoming World Juniors, if they actually happen, which fingers crossed that they do, I think this will be a nice uniform. It'll be a little bit more on the plain side, but I think as a throwback inspired faux back heritage uniform, I think it's actually going to look pretty good. And I think it's cool that Canada's doing some type of heritage uniform because truth is, I've been wanting Canada to do some type of throwback, or at least a throwback inspired uniform, as something extra for a while now. I'm not going to lie. So I think this will be a nice addition to their current set. Their red jersey that I still think is terrible. Their new black jersey that is not my favorite, but is better than the red jersey in my opinion. And their really, really nice white jersey and uniform. I think this will be a nice addition to that set. So it's a little bit plain, a little bit simple, but it's meant to be a heritage uniform, and I like that Canada kept it simple here. I think it's a nice mix of modern and traditional, and you know what? I think it's going to look better on the ice than it looks here. I think the rest of the uniform will make this look a lot better, at least in my personal opinion. But anyways, what do you viewers out there think of this new uniform unveiled by Hockey Canada? I think it could have been maybe a little bit better, but I think that for something different, something new that's a mix of old and new, if you get what I'm saying, I think it's actually not that bad. I'm glad that Hockey Canada kept it simple, and I think it's going to look good on the ice as a whole uniform once we see it for a game or two at least. But yeah, I'm going to keep this video relatively short and call it a wrap on this note. I hope that if you stuck around to listen to this video all the way through, that you enjoyed it, and let me know how you feel about the new uniform in the comment section below. I'd be curious to hear how other people feel about it and what you guys and what you viewers out there think of this new uniform that was unveiled without any announcement from Hockey Canada basically today, if I remember correctly. But anyways, folks, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until my next video, you guys take care, and of course, as I always say, folks, bye for now.